Break down to stop working due to a technical issue. The server broke down last night, causing downtime. Kick off to start a process or project. The project kicks off next Monday with a team meeting. Log in to access a system or account by entering credentials. You need to log in to access your account. Break down into to divide something into smaller parts for better understanding or organization. Let's break down the project into smaller tasks to manage it better. Sign in to enter an account or system, often interchangeably with log in. Please sign in using your username and password. Turn on to activate or power up a device. Turn on the computer to start working. Turn off to deactivate or power down a device. Don't forget to turn off your laptop before leaving. Set up to configure or arrange something for use. He set up a new email account for work. Scroll up to move up on a screen or page. Scroll up to read the previous messages. Scroll down to move down on a screen or page. Scroll down to see more options. Run out of to deplete a resource. We've run out of disk space on the server. Pop up to appear suddenly on a screen. A notification popped up while I was working. Sign up to register for an account or service. I signed up for a new cloud storage service. Back up to create a copy of data for security. Remember to back up your files regularly. Boot up to start a computer or operating system. The computer takes a while to boot up. Shut down to turn off a computer or system. I shut down my PC before leaving work. Plug in to connect a device to a power source or port. Plug in the USB drive to access your files. Log out to exit an account or system. Always log out when using a public computer. Hack into to gain unauthorized access to a system. Hackers tried to hack into the database last night. Fill in to complete a form or required information. Fill in the registration form to proceed. Drop down a menu that expands when clicked. Select an option from the drop-down menu. Break into to forcefully enter a system or network. Someone tried to break into the network, but the firewall blocked them. Check out to examine or test something. Check out this new coding tool. It's really useful. Click on to press a button or link with a mouse or touchpad. Click on the link to open the website. Come up to appear unexpectedly. An error message came up while I was coding. Figure out to solve or understand something. I need to figure out why the code isn't working. Go down to crash or stop working. The website went down due to high traffic. Hook up to connect a device to another device. He hooked up the printer to his laptop. Key in to enter data using a keyboard. Key in your password to log in. Look up to search for information. Look up the error code in the documentation. Pick up to improve or speed up. The system's performance picked up after the update. Put in to enter data into a system. Put in your login details to access your account. Run into to encounter an issue or problem. We ran into a security issue during testing. Run on to function on a particular system or platform. The app runs on both iOS and Android. Scale up to increase capacity or size. We need to scale up our cloud infrastructure to handle more users. Send out to distribute or send something to multiple recipients. They sent out email notifications about the update. Set off to trigger or start a process. The bug set off a chain of crashes across the system. Speed up to make something faster. How can we speed up the website loading time? Take down to remove or disable. The admin took down the old website after launching the new one. Throw out to delete or discard something. I threw out the corrupted files to prevent further issues. Track down to find or locate something. We tracked down the source of the issue in the logs. Turn up to appear or be found. New software updates turn up every week. Wipe out to completely erase or destroy. The virus wiped out all the data on the server. Write up to document or create a report. Write up the issue in the bug tracking system. Zoom in to magnify or make something larger. Zoom in on the image to see the details. Zoom out to decrease magnification for a broader view. Zoom out to see the full page layout. Go offline to disconnect from the internet or a network. The server went offline unexpectedly. Bring up to mention or introduce a topic. He brought up an interesting point about data security. Knock out to disable or render something unusable. The DDoS attack knocked out the server for hours. Roll back to revert to a previous state. We rolled back to the previous software version after finding a bug.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.